scan in a bit. I'm getting things filled up. You in the right call, you know? You in the right call at the right time. It's beautiful, man. I'm hearing a lot of good things happening, right? I don't know if he was on that corporate call yesterday. You know, the things we're trying to do in this company. You know, we're definitely adding stock options. Um, it's just more value being added, and it's truly a blessing in a time period like this. And I'm hearing, I don't know too much, but I got the news of, I'm not sure, but somehow some stimulus. You know, they really trying to stimulate the economy with more money. And for my people, like, you know what we do with those type of things. Like when they do things like that, I don't know, but if you're getting some type of stimulus money, 600, whatever the case is, come on now. Got the markets, yeah, I like that, good that. I like that. I like that. Right. Good that. Good platinum packages. Good elite, you know? Yeah, he signed the bill, I heard. We here. I'm gonna give you another. We're gonna get. I'm actually logging in as he speaks. So just give me 1 second. Computer didn't freeze. The computer didn't freeze. We still here. Give it 1 second. Just loading up everything we need. I'm actually happy that you guys are here. But you guys can hear me loud and clearly, drop a flame in the chat. Hear me loud and clearly. If you hear me loud and clear, drop a flame in the chat. If you hear me loud and clear, drop a flame in the chat. Perfect. Perfect. We here. We here. We here. We here. All right. So today is a great day. It's a beautiful Monday. You know, and you know a lot of trades has been going out. I want us to understand how to just be able to be a little bit more self-efficient. You know, I wanna make sure I'll clarify something. Any call that you get on, I want you guys to understand what we're looking to do. What we're looking to do is pretty much get on this call as if this is the first time you heard it. Because in order for yourself to be able to pay attention to details, you're gonna have to erase what you heard so you can hear something new. Because if you heard something, I want you guys to be able to understand before I start my screen and get ready to go. If you watch a movie for the first time and you watch it a couple more times, you said you can't hear you. And you guys, I know you guys can hear me. And you watch it over and over and over again, and then the next time you watch it, you're gonna already imagine that you already heard it. So you're not gonna pay attention to details. But if you watch a movie for the first time as empty, right? If you watch the movie for the first time, as if you're just watching it for the first time, you're gonna realize things you've never seen. So I want you guys to drop a 1 in the chat if you ever seen the movie, and because you pay attention to detail, right? Something just stuck out, right? I know I've seen movies all the time. Some of the movies is on television. I've seen it before because I just sat there and said, I'm gonna watch this movie as if I'm watching it for the first time, and I notice things I've never seen before. And if you never did this before, I urge you to watch the movie like in your mind, because you're already seeing things and you're just playing things out. Some of us is on this call as if we heard it before and you don't know what I'm about to say or what may just resonate a little differently from what somebody else told you. Beautiful thing about this whole thing is I like this because this is a movie with different actors, right? You know, I may do Harmonic scanner training, but another chairwoman of the champion might do Harmonic scanner training, but it just may resonate differently. Okay? So that's what I wanted to say real quick, briefly, as we get into things. So I'm gonna share my screen. If you have an active package, whether it is the Elite or the Platinum, all right, we're gonna get into FoReX, right, using the Harmonic scanner. Okay, so if you have a active package, you're pretty much set up for nothing but success. Okay, nothing but success here. So if you do have an active Platinum package or Elite package, can you just quickly drop a 1 in the chat? I like ones. Now drop a 7, because that's for completion right there. Drop a 7 in the chat, right? Seven is the number of completion. Drop a 7 in the chat, right? If you have an active Elite, so congratulations, you guys are ready for nothing but success. Let's get to it. Okay, there's many ways you can get to logging into your scanner. Me personally, no, I just pretty much, I just go to harmonics.im, but you can go to IM Center and log in. I'll do it for you guys here. Let me see if you guys can see my screen. Okay, great. We do. Great. So you can log in the IM Center, right? If you have an active Platinum package or Elite package, you probably have access to the Harmonic scanner or all of the strategies, right? So when you go to strategies right here, when you log in, you go to strategies. Okay, it's gonna bring you up to a page, and once you do that now, you can X this out. Okay, discover the simplest way to learn with the best circuits all in one place. Absolutely. Choose your weapon no matter what you're doing. You now have options. Remember, every strategy in every IM Academy will have better use experience depending on the device you use. Okay, sure. Go down to the bottom. Okay, so you can see this FoReX. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different strategies if you have the Elite, but you're probably not going to see the rest of this if you have the Elite, right? Click on approach right here. So I'll give you a little bit brief description about the Harmonic scanner. Okay, average trade is about 200 per week. Intraday and swing. If you don't know the styles of trading, what intraday is, if you was on foundations with C10 Kayla, it's pretty much went into it. Intraday is pretty much, you're going to be holding that for more than a couple of hours, right? Probably a couple hours or over a period of days, right? But best to believe, you know the rules. If you was on found trading plan, right? When it's in red, that's bread, okay? Don't worry about it. If it's red, that's bread. We know what's gonna happen, right? We're always looking to make the moves. Swing, no, that's swing. I'm sorry, that's swing, not intraday. That's swing. Swing is what I'm saying, a couple of hours to a day from day. Now, intraday is pretty much I'm looking to get in the market and get out of the market. That's the style I like personally. Today we're gonna go over it kind of like, I guess, both. So let me click on Harmonics. It's gonna bring us straight to the Harmonic scanner. If you can see my screen briefly, just drop a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. Great. All right, I want you guys to stick with me. You know my trainings is not long. Okay. All right, perfect. So, okay. Now that I'm here, right? This is the Harmonic scanner. Okay. The Harmonic scanner is legitimately a scanner that's going to provide you with nothing but the proper trades. And what I want to do is literally backtest this scanner, right? So I want us to understand something. I'm going to click on I want us to break down. Before I get into the scanner, I want to break down what we're looking at. So I'm going to take it step by step. First thing is first, just like your foundations, you have different time frames, okay? So you have the 15-minute, the 30, right? The 1 hour, the 4 hour, and a day. I want you to understand this scanner is the same scanner on your MC4, but better, okay? Okay? It's a preview. Now, the MC4 is like a preview, okay? I want you guys to understand now, this scanner is how we really make our money. We really make our money, okay? And what I'm gonna do is this. As you can see up here, you have the different time frames, and then you also have the different brokers. You see you have Hugo's Way, there's Hugo's Way, there's FX Choice, there's GBE, Hot FoReX. Any one of these brokers does not matter, okay? Any one of these brokers. I'm gonna show you how, well, we don't do it no more, but people like Johnny Flash, how they was throwing these trades out and we was able to make money, okay? Now, you're gonna be your own Johnny Flash, right? You're gonna be your own new Launchpad channel elites, right? Because everybody here has the ability to do that, okay? So, look to the left. When we look to the left now, there's a bunch of different indicators. So you don't got this on the MT4, okay? And we're gonna be using some of these tools today. I'm gonna show you some of these tools. Not using everything, but these tools do come in handy, all right? So as you zoom in now, every time you log into the scanner, it's always gonna look like this. I didn't add anything. We didn't do any of that. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna show you how this really, the scanner works. It really does everything for you, okay? It's almost like I'm gonna ask you guys a question now before I do this. Which one would you use, a vacuum cleaner or a broom to clean your room? You have carpet on your floor. Would you use a vacuum cleaner or a broom? Somebody said a broom. A vacuum cleaner, right? It's easy. It does everything for you. Somebody said a broom. That's mad funny. If you have carpet, you're gonna take a long time with that room if you're doing that. But once again, I'm gonna get into FX Choice, right? I'm gonna go to so I'm gonna pick on one of these pairs. I'm gonna go to the bottom actually. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay? I'm gonna go to the bottom. Zoom out a little bit. Okay? At the bottom you can zoom out with this minus and plus sign. And I want us to understand what we're looking at. So if you're like me, when I joined IM, I was questioning exactly what is this triangle? All right. If you ever had questions about the triangle, about this triangle right here, I want you to really, really pay attention to what I'm about to say. I want you to really pay attention. So if you had questions about this triangle, like what is this triangle? Why is it here? Can I remove this? Okay? You don't necessarily want to remove this because it's doing something called finding our areas that the market's been. So it's doing something called, what it really does is it kind of finds our support and resistance level, okay? And if you know anything about the market, one of the biggest things we like to do here is we like to trade with support and resistance, but a lot of us like me, best thing about it is you don't got to do that with Harmonic scanner, right? It's going to do that for you, okay? It's finding the area. I want you to pay attention to something. Okay, rule number one. Okay? This triangle is always going to appear like this, and it's always to the right. You're going to either see the letter D at the bottom of this triangle or at the top. Okay? So right now we're looking at GBP NZD, and the bottom of the triangle, because you got to understand, you never saw all of this. So the bottom of the triangle, you would have saw the letter D, right? Now if I go to GBP odd, okay, or let me switch it over to this one. Okay, boom, right? Euro NZD. The triangle, right? This D is located at the top. Now this letter D, right, is always going to appear on this triangle, okay? I want you guys to understand, next to every pair, there's something called bat, crab, right? Butterfly. You're not necessarily worrying about that. That's just the shape of the triangle, what they're trying to say, okay? I personally do not, it's not necessary to really know exactly what that means, but just know that if you kind of look at it, it kind of looks like a crab, okay? Or if you go here to bat and GPNZD, right, it's kind of shaped like a bat, okay? But my biggest thing I want you to know is when you see this letter D, the rule number one, step one, letter D at the bottom of the triangle, we're always going to look for the buy. And how you know this is for the buy is because if you take a look quickly, right, our TP1, TP2, and TP3 is in the upward direction, right? Indicating that this market is going to buy, right? So yes, D at the bottom is buy. I want everybody to write in the chat, right? D at the bottom is buy. D at the bottom is buy. So if anybody asks us any questions, you know, you can refer to this chat box because we actually gonna do it. D at the bottom is buy. Okay. Now, for people that I appreciate people, thank you guys for really writing that and paying attention. We're on point now because that means that we're gonna get through this training and we'll probably be able to get into a little bit more details, right? So look, if you look to the left, there's a letter X. Now, this letter X, if you pay attention to it, it kind of goes like this. X to A, right? A to B, B to C, C to D, and then D is the area where we're looking to either get in for the buy or sell. But because it's at the bottom, we're looking to get into the buy. Okay, so look, if I zoom in now, I'm gonna do something. Right? From X to A, what happened if you paid attention? What happened was from X to A, the market kind of bought. Right? It didn't kind of bought, it did bought. From this area, it bought. Okay? Went up in this area, it reached this high point, right? Went from A to B, it sold. Okay? Got to this area, from B to C, it bought. And then from C now to D, it sold. And what this market is saying, because it's at this point right here, it's going to buy. And what did it do, ladies and gentlemen? Did it buy? Did it buy? As you can see, yes, it did buy. Did it buy? So, right here. Okay? Bought. Pretty much bought. But what I want you guys to understand now is this. The reason why you don't want to get rid of this yellow triangle is because what I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to do something quickly. Right? This is so interesting. People always ask this question. It's like, you don't really want to necessarily get rid of this triangle because it does everything for you. Okay? But what it really does is it kind of finds your areas of support and resistance. So it's a beautiful thing. Now, just to backtrack it, okay? The goal is this. This is how it works. Now, once you locate the D, I'm going to give you the steps and I'm going to go into a little bit of detail. Once you locate the D now, okay, on the triangle, we got to understand what we're looking to do is once we see a blue candle, once we see a blue candle break our entry level, we're looking to hop into the market. And exactly right here, I'm going to show you when I've seen a blue candle break this entry level. Now, you guys can see this green line right here, right? It gives you a price, right? Once it break above with a blue candle, I'm looking to enter the markets, right? And you got to see, this already happened. It gives us our stop loss, right? Which it says stop. It gives us the parameters, and it also gives us our TP1, TP2, and TP3. Personally, I'm always going to tell you to take it to TP1. Especially messing with GBP pairs, I'm going to tell you to take TP1 because I'm going to show you how many pips and how much money you could make, okay? So look, if you take a look now, take a look with me, right? On this candle right here, right? Kind of zoom in a little. As you can see, I would have hopped in on this candle. And this is me personally, right? I didn't change it to no Hashinashi candles. I ain't doing that. Strictly candles. What happened was this. If I would have hopped in, right, it would have drew back a little bit. Okay? I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of pips. About 40 pips. But look, you would have smacked TP. You would have smacked TP1 and actually smacked TP2. Okay? Smacked TP2 for 100 pips, actually. Alright? If I would have taken the TP1, it would have smacked TP1 in the matter of 4 hours and 15 minutes. So, literally, me, I only trade, I'm looking to get in on trades with like a 0.10. That'd have been 40 cash, $39 right there in the bank, right? And I'm going to show you something. If I move on to GBP audit, I'm going to show you the same thing over and over again. Same thing here, okay? Could have hopped in the trade. It's simple. You would have hopped in the trade, okay? Took it to TP1. When did it get to TP1? That's about 82 pips, right? In about 4 hours and 30 minutes, okay? You would have smacked TP1 for 81 pips. How do I know it's 81 pips? For my new people on the call, I just pulled up what you look to the left. I want you to go. You look to the left, this is a ruler, a measuring stick actually, okay? Whenever you see this little ruler or measuring stick, you can hit this. Go to the candle that you see that you be looking to hop into, which is this one right here. And I'm literally just pressing on it and then pulling it all the way up to that TP1 area, right? And then when I do that now, I can take a look at it. It says 865, right? Or 871, okay? 871, I'm looking to drop off the last number, and that's how many pips I'm looking to be able, that's how many pips you have the ability to catch. So just on GBP odd for the buy, right? You would have caught 87 pips, okay? Now, 87 pips, if you're on trading plan, if you get on our trading plan, right? I want you to get on the next trading plan, right? You're going to notice that a 0.01 with 87 pips is $8.70. Now, a 0.10, which is a 10-cent lot size, that's $87. Okay, so just one pair alone, just taking to the TP1. I want you guys to be able to do a TP1 diet. For my people who are within, I want to say 0 to about 3 to 4 months, I want to say take it a TP1 diet. If you never used this before, right, I want you to take this to a TP1 diet. You're going to take it to TP1, right? So now I'm going to show you, this is back testing the scanner. This is what happened already, okay? Now you want to know that this scanner is 90% accurate. All right, it's 90% accurate, okay? 88, 85, I'm 90% accurate, okay? So if you go here to Euro NZD, the same thing we're looking to do. But now we know, once again, I said, I want you guys to write this in the chat. The D is at the top. Look, when the D is at the top of the triangle, D at the top cell. D at the top cell. We're going to write that in the chat. D at the top cell, okay? D at the top cell. D at the top cell. When you trade your mind and you train your mind to what I'm saying, right? These words that I'm saying, it starts to become, you start to remember what you're saying. You be like, okay, as I'm looking at the scanner, I'm noticing, I'm always looking for, what I'm looking for is when the D's at the top is a sell and when the D's at the bottom is for the buy. So look, okay? When we zoom in, we know exactly what it is. I'm looking to enter the market for a sell. So I would have hopped in this market, right? For the sell on this red candle. And look, right? You would have been, right? You would have been in profit immediately. You would have been in profit immediately. You would have drew back a little bit, right? But pay attention, right? Pay attention on this candlestick right here. Just to know, this is Euro NZD, right? Euro NZD. In 6 hours and 15 minutes, I will have the ability to make 65 pips. Now, on a 0.10, I'm just going to use this for pair example because this is what I do, right? I hop in 0.10, okay? $65 in 6 hours and 15 minutes. It would have took you out of the market, right? Way to put your money to work. The name of the game is patience. Now, you want to have patience when you're doing this, okay? 6 hours and 15 minutes, yes. What would have saw was maybe you would have saw fluctuation, okay? You would have been in blue, you would have been in red, you would have been deep in blue. But guess what? Not only did it smack TP1, okay, it smacked TP2. Now, a lot of these trades, that's 111 pips, 112 pips, okay? On a 0.10, once again, that's $112. One pair. Just in the last 3 pairs, I had the ability. I want us to write this out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write out, okay? I'm gonna write out from the bottom of this curve, just on this time frame, on the 15-minute time frame, using this broker, right, which is FX Choice. I'm gonna go from the bottom all the way to the top. For all the ones that hit TP1, I'm gonna write out how much pips it went, and I'm gonna calculate it just using a 0.10. So when people tell me, "Oh, I'm not making money," right? I'm like, hold up. This is what I do. This is what people are doing, right? Just simply using a Harmonic scanner, you can make an exclusive a lot of money. We're gonna get into questions and answers and things of that sort. Just give us to the end of this training, okay? So 1 second, let me get a pen. You pass me a pen? Okay, good. All right, bet. So look, we already did GBP NZD, okay? Right? So look, on the blue candle, okay? The break of the blue, you would have took it up here. We're gonna say this went about 38 pips, right? Which you did to TP1. We're only gonna do TP1. I'm gonna go from the bottom of the bottom of the FX Choice pair all the way to the top, right? Using TP1, okay? Diets. How many pips you would have made, right? whether how many pips. And what we're gonna do is for the ones we don't hit, because this is a 90% accurate tool, we're gonna subtract. And when we subtract now, we're gonna notice overall, just using this 15-minute time frame on this, just on, because most of the times all the brokers, they're gonna give out kind of this identical setups, okay? So just, it doesn't matter what broker you use, but for this sake of this demonstration right here, I'm gonna show you what the Harmonic scanner gives us, okay? So for GBP, right, NZD, we already caught 38 pips, and I want you guys to do the same. So we're gonna write that down. I'm gonna write down 38. Now, move on to GBP odd. Now these already, I want you guys to understand, this already happened. Because once it hit our areas, which is, for me, let me tell you something. I told you this, once it hit TP1, it's done, man, right? Next, listen, it's done, next one, okay? So GBP odd, right? Look, I'm looking to hop in, okay? Smack TP1, okay? In 4 hours and 15 minutes, that's 89 pips. Write that down, 89, okay? I'm already made $38, I already made $89. I'm moving on to Euro NZD, right? The D is at the top. We know the rules. We're looking for the sell. I'm gonna look to hop into this market, right? So at this time, right? I don't know, let's just say this was 11:45. I'm looking to get into the market for the sell, right? Right? About 6 hours later throughout the day, I would have made 64 pips. I'm writing it down, okay? USD JPY, what are we looking to do? Take it to TP1. I remember, I want to tell you guys, I'm writing out all the pips we would have caught just using TP1, using the scanner. So look, I'm looking to get in for USD JPY for the sell, right? On the break of a red candle, either or, I'm taking it all the way down to TP1, right? Within an hour and 30 minutes, I was able to catch a solid 21 pips. That's solid. I like that. You know? Euro JPY, okay? Because we know the game is to be patient, right? Like for instance, ladies and gentlemen, this is what some of us do, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys something here, because these are more so what we call our swing trades, all right? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're like me and if you want to just be able to make your money go to work. I'm not into looking at the scanner 100 times, and I'm not trying to do that. Drop a 1 in the chat. You want to put your money to work. I just want to hit TP, man. I'm not with all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to find something that works, and God forbid I'm self-efficient with it. That's what I'm talking about, right? So that's just a blessing on top of a blessing. I'm just trying to be self-efficient with something that works, man, right? If you're like me, because there's other things I could be doing, which is putting people on to what they don't know yet. And I'm gonna show you what I mean here, right? Look, this is a consolidation, okay? This is a consolidation. Consolidation now is a period of when the market is moving side to side. So the name of the game is for it to move up and down, okay? And we want to be able to get in on those up and downs. So look, this is a consolidation period, but ladies and gentlemen, it did hit TP1. It did. And not only did it hit TP1, it hit TP2. But me, you know, I'm looking to tell you this. You would have hopped in on this. So listening to me, you would have hopped in right here, okay? Well, what happened was you would have been in profit in the next, like, 45 minutes, you would have been up 10 pips. You would have been down. You like, yo, what's going on? You would have came back up another, 10 pips. Then you would have been up another 14 pips, and you would have came back down, right? You would have been like, okay, what's going on? You would have been down again, back to your break-even point, right? Would have been back up another 10 pips. This was going down. This was happening. We're down. We're up. This is happening over the stretch of 13 hours. You're like, yo, what's going on? But look, ladies and gentlemen, right? Out of nowhere, I don't know what time this was in. Look, 15 minutes each candle, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, right? Hour and 15. We smacked TP1, right? We smacked TP1, just being patient. That's about 20 pips. I'm writing it down. So Euro JPY, another 20 pips, okay? Didn't hit our stop loss. We could have made stop losses entry, okay? We could have made stop losses entry. The reason why is because that's a good enough room. We could have made stop loss this second entry. Sometimes you're going to have two entries. And either or is just fine. It's just, it doesn't matter what entry you get into, right? But you could have made this your stop loss, okay? This right here could have been our stop loss. But notice it never touched. So guess what? You would have smacked TP1, okay? And it would have took you 13 hours and 30 minutes. But look, I'm in the game of letting my money work for me. So 20 pips we caught, keep going. And I'm going one by one, okay? Odd NZD is the next one I'm looking to hop into, all right? I'm taking it to TP1, okay? You know, take this all the way up. In about 2 hours, another 20 pips. Smack that. And not only did it smack TP1, as you can see here with these candles, it smacked TP2. All right? So we're moving on. GBP, JPY. I know one thing about these GBP pairs is, you know, you're going to have a little bit. I'm saying GBP kind of moves differently from regular currency pairs, right? It does. It moves a little bit faster, right? It's like somebody said it in the chat. It's kind of like your baby indices, okay? But you can make an exclusive lot of money with GBP pairs. I'm going to show you, right? I'm looking to get into this. As you can see, the D's at the top, okay? This is nice right now.